Welcome to MMA Uncovered. It is time to uncover new MMA news, so let's start.
Nate Diaz versus Jorge Masvidal has just wrapped up in the boxing ring. This was a rematch from their MMA fight that happened previously, I'm pretty sure like in 2019 for the BMF championship. And in this one, we saw a back and forth war, not like that first fight where Jorge Masvidal kind of took over on the feet and stopped Nate Diaz via a doctor stoppage. Nate Diaz from the beginning of the fight was in there and he landed some great shots on Masvidal, potentially taking those early rounds. Masvidal kind of settled into this fight a little bit more, made it competitive. It was really just the story of the volume of Nate Diaz just throwing so many slapping punches that didn't really hurt Masvidal, but just throwing so much more compared to Masvidal just landing the more significant shots, sitting down on punches much more than Nate did. A very interesting clash of styles. These two aren't traditional boxers, but still put up a pretty good fight. It goes the distance, a full 10 rounds of action, a back and forth, pretty competitive fight. And in a close fight, Nate Diaz gets the job done via a majority decision. One judge give it a draw, two of them give it to Nate Diaz. Who wins this fight?
Jake Paul, and anybody that us, you're dead.
Hey, congratulations.
The heart's still beating.
You walk away from this fight with a majority victory. Is it a satisfying victory?
Yeah. As far as boxing goes, and that, and then what was the round count? What was the 7-3? Yeah, that's cool. But
A little bit more that
with him, it should have been a real fight. But I'm happy I got the opportunity to fight somebody who I like a real fight. So it was good to have an opponent. We had something to fucking fight for.
What would be your assessment of the fight? Because Jorge came in here and said that you put pressure with a lot of volume, but you never really hurt him.
I definitely knew the judges were influenced by the crowd because a lot of those shots were landing in the corner. I was just getting my timing, throw 3-4 shots, it wouldn't land, and then I'd throw a good power shot. I'd see that I'd hurt him, I'd back him up, or he'd start goofing around, hurt him to the body numerous times, and I think one or two of the judges only gave me 2 rounds. It's just no way, you know. I definitely were looking at the fight right now in the locker room. The more meaningful shots, and a lot more of the meaningful shots were landed by me, so I just feel that it didn't go my way, but whatever, man. We're 1-1. We could run it back in somewhere like Vegas, make it a neutral place, and let's fucking throw down, you know.
And that he landed the bigger shots in the fight. Is that accurate to you, or what do you think of his
I think
assessment?
he threw the harder shots and was trying to kill, but couldn't get no jobs done. I never really got hurt. He made with a couple things. I was like, all right, motherfucker, I'm not gonna let you do that again. But if it was shorter round, I think we could have done a lot more damage. But it was 10 rounds, so I traded it like that.
Now that it's tied 1-1 between you guys, and he's got the victory from 5 years ago that felt a little, I know you felt a little burned by it, it was taken from you from the doctors. This fight ends in a majority decision. Does it feel like this chapter of your career is closed, or would you like to run a trilogy with Jorge?
That's a whole nother situation for later. I think we're 1-0 on each other. He got to win in MMA, and I got to fight. I got to win in boxing, so who knows what's going to happen next with him.
Conor McGregor just won $1.6 million by betting on Nate Diaz to beat Jorge Masvidal. I have it a draw. Masvidal landed the bigger punches, Diaz landed more punches. I had Masvidal up, but Diaz came back in those final 2 rounds. Real fun fight. Great last round. Diaz did enough for round 10. Masvidal should win 6-4 of the 10 round. The definite cleaner and harder shots landed. Diaz with the pressure and quantity. Just not enough powerful damaging shots in those flurries. Good boxing match between Diaz and Masvidal. It goes to the scorecard. I was entertained. They showed like 8 slow-mos of Diaz getting absolutely rocked. This was a pure robbery. 95-98 on my card, and I hate myself for that. If the fight was scored as a whole, I'd lean Masvidal, but that's not how this works. Regardless, that fight was freaking awesome. Both guys appeared to have really put in the work for it. Love Nate, but robbery. But who cares? Love the fight. 98-92 WTF? These dumb judges, man. Freaking war. Watching the fight live, I had Diaz winning. If you listen to the commentary, maybe you go Masvidal. Good fight overall. Whatever the decision, that was actually a really good fight. Congrats to both men. Nate Diaz says he wants to go back to the UFC and fight for the title. Calls out Leon Edwards. Nate just said he's returning to the UFC to become champ again. Damn, they robbed Jorge Masvidal. LMAO. Totally robbed. Masvidal won that easy. Thought it was clear. Anywhere from 8-2 or worst case 6-4 if you gave the close ones to Nate. Seems like this is what is wrong with boxing. Great fight, guys.
Conor McGregor today said he's betting $500,000 on you. He broke down the fight. He picked you to win, and you just made him $1.1 million.
That's cool. Good job for us.